First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set. Two. Not a one. Two. Three.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
He's coming. We got double up. Jim.
Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Watch 20.
On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bridgewater on first down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Squeeze, double. That's it. And we got Mike, number 50. Mike, 53. Double dog.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw, Bridgewater. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
In your face.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll have a first down past the 40. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Let's go. Mike's 50, Mike.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that earlier.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Muhammad. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 52's the Mike. That's all. 52's the Mike. Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Bridgewater now. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
I got you, boy. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Time to go. Night. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, Jordan Army. All right, here we go.
Mike 52.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to work. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
First down, Green Bay.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
53, Mike. Watch the slant. Shoot.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Check. 53.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Around the NFL, a little bit of a surprise update from Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Here
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess we could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Packers nothing.
On the ready. 52. Mike 52. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Deuce.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check. 81. Hot.
To throw is Bridgewater. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. Loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got tight left. 40. Hey, Mike's 50.
Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Robert Tonyan with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go. Number 53. Mike 53.
Here's 2nd and 8. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Cobb to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. Now the wolf. Mike got 2. Set. Cut.
Here's Muhammad. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Watch twitch.
Here's Carson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
You got nothing. Hayward. You got nothing. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike, watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
That's us. That's us. Go. Share. Out. What? Go.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
14 more yards. That's another Falcons first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check it out. Watch the safety creep. Flare. That's it.
2nd and long. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
51, Mike, 51. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Bang, 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 bang.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robert Tonyan, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gostkowski with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
53, Mike 53. Watch the run.
Looking to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They turn to Scarlett again, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. Time to end it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Pause. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the screen.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I know they were looking for something, anything to go their way. That's a pretty good start for them right there as they try to mount a comeback.
Maybe the film session a little bit more palatable, something positive to talk about.
A little bit. That's a big-time return. Anytime you get a punt return for a touchdown, everyone has to feel just a little bit better.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Go, Mike, 51.
2nd and 6. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Bound to lose 1. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
The Falcons take over.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double time, double time. 4 down, check, 4 down.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So we got man. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Harper. 53's Mike. 53's Mike.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Rabbit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, no matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
51 Mike. Mike 51. We got it. 51's the Mike, boy. 51. Here we go.
Back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Hayward. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm scared. That's it. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Scarlett. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Scarlett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Whip.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's put that team on the clock. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Check safety.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run with Scarlett, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Packers 34, Falcons 31. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Hey, that's it. Hey, scared. Mike 50. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's to the right.
Bridgewater now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Jim. I got motion. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here I come again.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Mike 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hustle. Let's cry all the way back home. Hey, Mike's 50. Target.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's got a moonwalk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Under 10. He's checking.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Protect.
Now a give here to Scarlett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So for Green Bay, their very slim playoff hopes remain.